Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. We're back on good old Satisfactory, going to be continuing our game. But first, you know what time it is, we gotta talk about Boosteroid. But before even that, while talking about Boosteroid, I do have a link down in the description below, and that link will help you get a subscription to the Boosteroid service. And if you decide to use that link, I do thank you. Okay, so what is Boosteroid? Boosteroid is a cloud gaming service that allows you to play your games on pretty much any device. Your PC games, by the way, just to clarify. This includes mobile devices such as cell phones and tablets, all the way to smart televisions, desktops, and laptops. It does not matter. You just let Boosteroid take care of that with no installation as well. You don't have to install the games. You don't have to worry about the hardware or anything such as that. You can just let Boosteroid worry about that. Let Boosteroid handle the hardware requirements for the games, and you just worry about playing them. That's pretty much the technology there. Basically, it uses your internet connection to load up your game. It uses your internet connection. You connect to a PC. That's probably halfway across the planet from you, depending on where you live. And when you connect to that PC, it loads up your game, loads up your save, if you have a save, and allows you to play it, like I said, on pretty much any device. And when you do that, you're using your internet connection, and the game is being streamed to you, as well as you are streaming your inputs to that computer. So as we're playing this game now, just like as always, I am playing this game now on a computer that's halfway across the planet from me. So, and I'm just receiving the stream, as it were. As you can see in the top left, that is the kind of the stream's kind of information overlay on the left there. And every time I tab, you will see this overlay pop up. This is the Boosteroid overlay. We got the end session button. We got some, I guess you can do some actions. They've been adding a lot of new stuff recently, including one of my favorite changes, which is the hold escape to release the cursor. So when you clicked into the game like so, and you go to play your game, a lot of games use the escape key to navigate menus and stuff like that. This is why I love the change, especially Satisfactory. It uses escape a lot to navigate menus. So like when I access this crate, before they made this change, I had to hit E to close the crate, which I guess is easy enough. But I was I'm just after 2,500 hours, I'm used to hitting the escape key to escape it. So now you can hit the escape key and it works just fine. And if you want to release your cursor, you can set this to any key, by the way, pretty much. But I can hold escape and you'll see this little pop-up top left there, and see we are playing within a browser. As you can see, I'm using Opera GX as a browser. Of course, I'm not gonna get into it too much, but I don't worry about that. We'll just close that. Completely forgot. But I am within this browser because this browser allows you to turn off hotkeys and stuff like that, like Control W, for instance. A lot of browsers don't allow you to do that. So Control W, what it does is it closes out the window. So and then we can just click right back in. Simple as that. I think I got the flickering problem fixed. It was a problem with my capture. And I don't know what exactly was going on there, but I did manage to fix it. So hopefully, because every time I alt tabbed, it would flicker, and it was really annoying. So I did manage to get that fixed. But anyway, back to Boosteroid. So as you heard me talk about, it uses your internet connection. Internet connection is very, very important. If you don't have a decent, we'll say, a decent enough internet connection, you're probably not going to have the best time. It is really up to you and your internet connection, your device, and how it connects to the internet. All the stuff like that. Like if you're using a mobile device, obviously your only option is going to be Wi-Fi. But if it is possible, if you do have an Ethernet port is the... Oh, there's a little bit of save lag there. Ethernet is the most important... Ethernet... I got off track there. Ethernet is the more stable version of the internet being connected, because you're directly hardwired at that point. But if you have to use Wi-Fi, like with most devices these days, you want to make sure that you are on a 5 gigahertz band rather than a 2.4. 2.4 is good, just good enough for some video streaming, but that's about it. Doing cloud gaming takes a lot more internet, upstream and downstream as well, so that's why your internet connection is very, very important. It does take a lot. They recommend, I think it's 25, was it 20? Yeah, 25 megabits, I believe. It was 25 megabits and up for download speed, and less than 20 milliseconds of latency. Now, however, this only really, the 20 seconds of latency recommendation there only really is a thing when it comes to competitive multiplayer. Because in a competitive multiplayer, you cannot have latency. That's just a thing that if you have that, it's not going to be competitive for you. It's not going to be such a good time. So definitely keep that in mind to what you're trying to do. But if you're planning on playing single player games, co-op games, maybe not so competitive. It is kind of competitive, but not really. That kind of stuff, you can throw the latency aside really and be fine with that. My latency usually sits anywhere between 60 to 80 latency. And sometimes it's down below that, but yeah, that's about my average, which is just fine for me, because the higher the latency gets, you'll just notice some input lag really, if you get into like the 90s and the hundreds of milliseconds. It's basically the latency between your input and what you're seeing on screen. And the higher that latency gets, the more that discrepancy is noticeable. When I start getting into the 80s and 90s, I might move my mouse or hit a key, and you might have that many milliseconds in delay to what you're seeing on screen. But yeah, usually this is about average for me anyway. It depends, like I said, depends on your internet connection. Like I said, it's very, very important. Also, as you had seen there, let's pull it out of full screen for a moment. As you can see right here, there's also this end session button. This button right here is very, very important. If you're playing within a browser like I do, they do ask that you do not close tabs, because it is a possibility of you losing your save data, because you're closing out the session prematurely. However, they do have a fix for this, I guess not really a fix, more of a kind of helping alleviate the problem. That if let's say you lose connection to the internet completely, something catastrophic happens to you while you're playing, not to you, but to your device or whatever. Say your device dies, or you lose internet connection entirely, anything like that. What Boosteroid will do is they will take your save, your most recent save, whether that be in a manual save or an auto save. They will leave the session you were connected to, the computer you were connected to. They will leave that session open long enough for that save to be uploaded. Now, of course, it's not going to happen 100% of the time. There's still that chance that it won't work that way. But as far as I've experienced, that's what happens there. And I've had that with Control W closing out the window accidentally multiple times. It takes your most recent save and uploads it to the cloud, just like if you were to exit the game normally. So that's the other thing I wanted to get into. If we go ahead and open it up that, or kind of exit the thing again, there is this end session button. If you are ending a game, the way you end the game, no matter what device you're on, you're going to try and exit it as if you were on a PC, if possible, and you're going to exit to desktop. This is going to take you back to where you logged in, either Steam or through Steam or through Epic, and then it's going to upload that save to the cloud, just like if you were on a PC. It's going to upload that, and then it's going to or then you go ahead and end your session by bringing up your overlay however you do it, because obviously all devices are different, all the different applications, and there's too many combinations to know them all, so you may have to experiment with it a little bit. But yeah, you can hit that end session button right there, and that will end your session. So, and like I've shown on screen, I am playing within a browser, so we can also go over here and click this little tab right here. This is the main game tab, so yeah, we'll hit F11 there to go full screen. So when you sign up or sign in, this is what you're going to be greeted with. Usually you're greeted with your games library here and stuff like that. So this is basically the games list. So if you go over to library here, once it loads, of course, there we go. And then now that we're inside this, you can scroll forever. They've got tons and tons of PC games for you to be able to play. And if they do not support a very certain PC game, you can request it as well. And if it gets enough recognition, they will add it, because they are very limited on space. They have to pay for all the space for all these games. That's how it works. So yeah, they are very limited on space all the time. So they're constantly adding games every week, and they're trying to keep up with new titles and stuff like that too that come out, especially really really important games. Also, that is a cool thing too. So yeah, if you have a Boosteroid, or if you have a Boosteroid account too, but if you have a Steam account, you can connect your games, or you can connect your Steam account and your Boosteroid account. What it'll do is Boosteroid will look at your Steam library, and it'll add all of the games that Boosteroid supports over here automatically. It'll add them all right here, and you'll have your massive list of games. You don't have to search for them, or you don't have to scroll endlessly or search for them or anything like that. But if you are searching for a game, specifically, you can hit this little search up here. I'm going to use SnowRunner as an example, as I often do, and you can see that there's a few different things here. When you're looking at your game, when you're looking at the library of games, you may see like go back over here to install. Wow, my page is not loading today. Okay. And you might see, the Steam icon and the Epic icon. That just tells you which version it is. Then you'll see underneath, you'll see license required and free. It doesn't matter which one it is. You still need to have a subscription to Boosteroid in order to play it. The reason for this is because you're using their servers and their hardware in order to play that game. It doesn't matter if the game's free. You're still using that to play it on whatever device you're on, no matter if you're playing on a PC or on a phone, or on a smart television, which is crazy to me still. But yeah, and I had to bring this up is because many people are like, well, why can't you play the free games and not have to have a subscription? It's like, well, you're still using the computer to play that. You're still using one of their computers, so that's the whole reason for that. And the rest of these icons are just like the developer of the game, so like Rockstar and stuff like that. Those type of games. You got Origin over here, the Origin logo, that type of stuff. But Steam and Epic are the two main ones, the two main stores, and stuff like that. So the reason I brought up SnowRunner is because there's two different versions of SnowRunner, and a lot of games are like this too. They got the SnowRunner, they got the Steam version and the Epic version. When you click play, make sure you're playing the one that is the version, or you have the one added to your games library over here. Is the install finally working? Nope, I mean the library. There we go. The library one's working again. Okay. I'm having some internet issues today, it looks like. But yeah, if you click the play next to the one, it's going to take you to whichever one you click play on, either Steam or Epic, and it's going to have you log in and then verify that you own that game. That's what the license required means, by the way. When it says license required underneath it, you need to own this game in order to play it. So that's pretty much that. Clicking the little plus icon will add that to your library. So if you're looking at some of these games, you can click the little plus icon, and it'll add it to your library over here. And stuff like that. So, and then some of these free games, they just automatically added to my list. I don't update my list really, only the games that I'm currently playing with Boosteroid. So, But yeah, that's pretty much that function. So the other thing to note is Boosteroid does not have access. Like if you have, let's say you have a PC, Boosteroid does not have access to your personal files. This is why the upload of the save, the uploading of the cloud, uploading to the cloud with your save data is so important, because they pull from that. They pull from the Steam servers or the Epic servers to the cloud servers to pull your save for your account so that you can continue your save. So that's why the cloud saving is so important and stuff like that, because they don't have access to your computer or wherever your save data is that you currently have. So that's what they pull from. This also means that third-party software and mods are not supported because again they don't have access to that type of stuff. A lot of mods you have to install manually by putting them into the game files and yada yada yada. So that's not supported. They want you to play the game as intended. However, there are a few exceptions to the rule. One of them being, I don't know how Epic does it, but the Steam Workshop. Sometimes you go to play a game with the Steam Workshop and it automatically downloads the mods from the workshop for that game. And obviously you have access to Steam and you have access to the Steam application. So there is that. The other exception to the rule is games like SnowRunner here. SnowRunner has a built-in mod manager, and some other games too. I don't know what other games, but SnowRunner has a built-in mod manager that's connected, and you're connected to the internet, so you can get your mods back for your saves in games like SnowRunner. So that's kind of the exception to the rule. Just go within the game's own mod manager. But games like Satisfactory here. We have to unfull screen it so I can go over here. A little more complicated these days than it was when I first started. But games like Satisfactory here that I'm playing, I can't use the mods that I usually use because all the mods go through SMM or Satisfactory Mod Manager. And Satisfactory Mod Manager is third-party software which Boosteroid does not support. So I'm unable to play with mods. However, Satisfactory is good enough that I don't need mods to enjoy the game. So it's not like it's a big deal for me. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Oh, and also one other thing to note is that they also have a thing with the Fanatical store that you can buy. If you don't want to buy directly off of Steam or Epic, you can go to the Fanatical store and buy stuff from there as well. Just another storefront where you just buy game keys. And when you buy those game keys, if you're not sure how to activate them on Steam or Epic, there's 2 tutorials right here as well, just for that, and whatnot. So that's pretty much that. But yeah, and also when you create your account, creating an account with Boosteroid is completely free if you want to do that. And if you click on this little speed icon, this speedometer looking thing next to your username, that's the internet speed test. I would do it, but it does show my exact location and the server I'm connected to, so you can see my hesitation in not doing that. But yeah, that will test your internet connection versus their servers, and it'll basically tell you how a session's going to go. And don't worry about, like I said, don't worry about the milliseconds if it's in the 60s, the 70s, even the 80s, really. That's not a huge deal. That's just mainly for competitive multiplayer and stuff like that. They recommend less than 20 milliseconds of latency, but that's not really realistic for I think a lot of people. So, but yeah, if you're like in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s milliseconds for latency, you're not gonna. If you notice anything at all, maybe a slight input lag, if anything, and that'll be like in the 80s and 90s anyway. So. But yeah, that's pretty much that. We'll move on to the help section next. So let's say you're having some troubles, you got some questions, you want to request a game to be added to the service. There's several ways, or there's a couple of ways. I shouldn't say several. There's a couple of ways to do all of this. One of the main ways to get help, basically, is to click this little question mark. We're going to click this little question mark here, get flashbanged. And then head over here. This is the Help Center. The Help Center, you can click on it, any of these, and that will have several different articles in them. How to start, account, general, all that cool stuff. You can also You can also type in questions up here, and that will link you to a few different articles there as well. And if you have a subscription to Boosteroid, you can use the live chat service, which is like calling into a call center, but way easier and faster. You can click this little thing, this little pop out here down in the bottom, down in the bottom right corner, that little thing there, little diddler. You can click that little thing right there, and it'll pull a little side panel open, and then you just follow the on-screen instructions there, and they will verify that you have a subscription to Boosteroid, and then they will help you out. So, and they can also monitor your current session if you're having troubles with your current session and stuff like that. You can show the troubles you're having. They can see all the background stuff. They have access to the PC you're accessing, so they can, help you out there if it is a problem on their end. So. That type of stuff, which is really cool. Really cool. I've had to. I know about that because I've specifically had an issue with the server that they were, the server they were working on. They had some issues with it, and I happened to access it right before they started doing some maintenance stuff, and it was a weird. it was like this. I don't know. The stream was really weird, but anyway, they were able to help me out, and that was pretty awesome. And it was within a few minutes. They're just like, oh yeah, we're doing that server you're accessing right now. They were doing that. Just give us a couple hours and come back, and we'll be done with this. It's like, okay, worked out for me. So I'll go ahead and close that tab. All right, so that's pretty much that. The other way you can get help, they do have a Discord channel. For Boosteroid, if you would like to access that. I'm sure you can find it. You can find an invitation to it somewhere. Just look up Boosteroid Discord. Easy enough. But yeah, they do have a Discord channel where they have articles and stuff like that on the Discord channel. You'll also find plenty of information on Boosteroid and the service itself, as well as you'll find plenty of partnership program videos from the partners of Boosteroid, such as myself. You will find gameplay videos, you'll find informational videos, you'll find comparison videos, all kinds of stuff within the YouTube video section that you'll be able to look at those and then make an informed buying decision and whatnot. So, and speaking of which, let's go ahead and move on to pricing. All right, and here we are over at the pricing section. So this option right here that's in blue, you don't have to worry about this option because it's not available yet. They're still working on it, so we won't address that. But this is the only option you have here, which is the standard version. So you can either pay for the 1 month or the 12 month. There is no difference between these two options here, other than the price, and obviously other than once a month, once a year. And they're both one-time payments. So, but yeah, you get with both of these options, you get the basic virtual machine. That's what VM stands for, by the way. You get up to 1080p with the 60 FPS. That is the stream quality as well. So it works for me because I use a TV as a monitor for my computer. So that's all I can do anyway. My TV is 1080p and 60. It's like 59 or 60 hertz, something like that. So the one thing that they don't mention here, which I wish they would list here, is Boosteroid's edge over their competition. Boosteroid has they have a decent edge, in my opinion. This, I guess, this might attain only really to me because I'm a content creator, but Boosteroid does not have session limits on their time. You can play your games for as long as you want. Doesn't matter for 5 minutes or 5 hours. They don't care. You can play it. The only timer that you're going to run into is the inactivity timer. It is a 10-minute inactivity timer before it cancels your session. However, at the 8-minute mark, you will get a warning. You will get a jump scare warning, basically, of that, and it'll tell you that you have 2 minutes to click the button, of course, and then after the 10 minutes, it will close out your session. So that is the only timer, but yeah, you can play for as long as you want, and it's really good for me for content creation because I can play my games for many hours and not have to worry about, oh, now I got to, my session's been terminated, now I gotta log back in, I gotta reopen my game, and go back to recording and stuff like that, and that can happen in the middle of recording, and that'd be incredibly annoying. But really nice that they don't have those annoying ones like their competition does, where they're like, oh, well, you can only play your game for 30 minutes, or oh, you can only play your game for an hour or 2 hours. It's just like, oh, that's so annoying. But anyway, so yeah, this is the pricing, like I said here. If you don't know what this symbol is right here, that is the euro symbol, because they are based out of Ukraine. That's where their main headquarters are, so they deal in euros over there. So it's 9.89 euros per month. This equates to about $10.80 in the US. It's about $10.80. So yeah, not too much for a full month. If you are just starting out with Boosteroid and you're not really sure what to expect, you're like, my internet tests good, I got some games I want to play on a device I want to use, I would definitely recommend going with the 1 month option to start out with, just in case things don't work out. It's not a huge loss. I'm not saying it's not going to work out. I'm just saying, just in case, always be cautious. And I've always said that. It's just like, always be cautious of anything, and if things don't work out, you don't end up liking it, it's like I said, it's not a huge loss. But after you've maybe done a month or two, maybe come back and go for the 12-month option if you're really liking it and stuff like that. So when you go to the 12-month, they list this price here to show you that it's cheaper to buy. Let's say you're going to buy a year. It's cheaper to go with the 12-month option rather than to buy each month individually. So it's slightly cheaper, but you pay the 89.89 euros, which is just under $100 US, as a one-time payment for the entire year. So, and that's pretty much that. If you have a discount coupon or activation code, make sure you enter those here before you purchase an option. So like I say, if you have a discount coupon code, make sure you enter that here and click the apply, and then the code will then work out what kind of discount code it is and apply the appropriate discount to whatever option that is supposedly, or that it's for, and then you click that option and then go and pay for it. So that's how that works. Same with the subscription. You just enter the code and click activate, and that will activate your subscription. So, and that's pretty much that. So let's go ahead and go back to the game now that we're done talking about that. All right, so back over to the game, and like I've said many times, I am using the Boosteroid service to play this game, so that's why you see the little overlay in the top left. I've got the show statistics of the actual game stream open. It's not my stream; it's the stream of the game being streamed to me. So that's what those statistics over there are for. Shows you latency, the decode FPS, the stream FPS, and the bitrate, and all that goodness. You can also stream with Boosteroid if you like as well. The other thing that I will mention too is the reason that I am a part of the partnership program is because they asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, and they let me test out Boosteroid. They let me test out their services and said, yeah, just let us know what you think, and if you want to join the partnership program, you're open invitation. So go ahead and join up if you like, and then the only requirement is to make one video a week, which I do on the weekends. So that's pretty much that. And I don't get paid, by the way. I don't get paid by Boosteroid to make or to support or to promote their service. I don't get paid. And it's just like, well, what do you get out of it? Why do you do it if you don't get paid? Well, they promote my channel, so I promote their service, they promote my channel, which is really awesome. So it's a win-win situation for me. I'm not complaining. And I'm very happy to be part of the partnership program, and I continue to thank Boosteroid for allowing me to be a part of it. It's been a lot of fun over the past year since I've been part of the partnership program, and yeah, and it's been a ride for me, at least, because I refuse to use the applications. I like to use the browser. The browser is just much easier for me. because the application, I had problems with the application. I don't know. It's probably my computer, to be honest. But for some reason, my internet connection doesn't work on the application as good as it does on the browser. So, and I did thoroughly test this. It's like the browser is like restricted, or it's restricted from my computer. Like my computer's restricting the internet access it has. So I use the browser instead. I do play on a computer, by the way, on a gaming PC, to use their service, but I'm not using any of my resources or anything like that. It's just one of them things. It's a really weird combination I've chose. But anyway, so as the sun goes down and the nights are getting colder, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay of this. Let's go. All right. So, where were we last time when we last played this? I hope I got that flashing stuff fixed. It seems to be fixed, but hopefully. So last time we were playing this, we were planning on making a power station from fuel, a fuel power station, if you will. It's going to be using fuel generators, which take computers and heavy modular frames and yada yada yada. It's very expensive. However, I think we're going to kind of cheese our way to power, just because of the amount of power I need. I'm struggling with power as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make some fuel generators to make enough power to what we need. So, whoops. Let's go over to a power... Yeah, just a power tower will do. Let's see. We want to try and make enough for our capacity. So how many... So 1,800 megawatts, because I want to get off coal and this... these biomass burners. Ugh. I've had to stick with these biomass burners because if I don't have the biomass burners, I don't have enough power. Which is incredibly annoying as well. So anyway, let's see what we can do about that. So if we hit the... Sorry, I'm trying to remember my keys here. It's been a while. I've been playing a lot of Enshrouded recently, so it's just one of those things. Power. 2,500 hours and I still can't navigate the menus. Okay, fuel generator. Fuel generator does 150 megawatts. Damn. Okay, so our max consumption is 1,800, I say? Yeah, our production is only 900. Our capacity is 1,800. How is that? I don't get it. Yeah, we need to produce 1,800 somehow. I mean, we're producing 900 right at the moment, and we're consuming. How are we doing 1,800? I guess I don't get how we're managing that. It seems the numbers seem off. Let's see what these do. 75 megawatts a piece. Oh, okay. So these are doing what these are fully overclocked, by the way, and these are doing what those coal generators are doing, our coal generator plant, because these are all overclocked. So they're doing 75 apiece. Okay. Luckily, so 150, if we hit that, so if we hit the N key right here, we can pull up in our search bar, which is also a calculator. So let's take the 1,800, and let's divide that by 150. So that's going to be 12 fuel generators that we're going to need. Okay. Oops. Let's go ahead and escape that. Oh. Every time I alt tab, it's going to pull open that overlay, which would be fine. So let's not access that. I don't think. Yeah, I need Pipeline Engineering Mark II. Hey, I can do that. Hold on. I can do this. Give me my frames. Oh, I don't have enough frames. Wait, maybe I can make some more. How much does it cost to make frames? We're going to have to do a lot of hand stuff right now. Modular frames needs... Okay, so I can make, with the screws I have, I can make 10. Because I think 1,000 divided by 100 is, or sorry, yeah, 1,000 divided by 100 is going to be 10. Okay, so 10 frames. That's not enough. We need probably 20 frames, 20 heavy modular frames, just to get us by there. Well, 36 to 46, so that's 10, so that's 14, and then so we need 1,400. Yeah, we're gonna need 400 more screws. We'll go over and grab some. Go over and grab some more of those other things. We can also search it up as well. So we're going to be doing some handcrafting here, though. So we have all the stuff on our person to be able to pull this off. The Pipeline Mark IIs are going to be so much better when it comes to fuel, because Marked 1s are only 300 meters cubed or whatever. I'm just going to call them gallons because I'm American and I'm in America. Just kidding. I'm kidding. But I will call it, just to make it easy, I'll just call it 300. So Mark 1 pipes are 300 and Mark 2 pipes are 600, so they're double the speed. Whoops. Okay, so over here we are making encased industrial beams. There's a little bit of lag going on. That might be my PC. I don't know. We'll grab, I don't know, like 300 extra. And what else do frames need? Oh, they need actual frames. Okay, that's right. Modular frames go into heavy modular frames. So let's head up here. Grab some heavy modular frames. We've got a whole box of them over here. Oh, wait, no. They're not over here. They're being made over here. Where'd the modular frame line go? Oh, there you are. Okay, no, it goes around. This is such a mess over here. I hate it. It's such a freaking mess. It's all over the place, man. I need a bigger box for this, by the way. All right, let's do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Okay. So we'll take all of the heavy modular frames and throw them into this box. I'm going to delete this belt so it stops feeding it. Throw them in there. Yeah, it's just a bigger box would just be much better anyway. Okay. I really wish you could upgrade the boxes, but that's not an option. Unfortunately, you just have to delete the old one. Whoops. Sorry. Like I said, I need to get back into playing Satisfactory again a lot more, because man, I am slow on the old movement. Okay. And 3. Wait, do we have Mark IVs unlocked yet? Let's see. We do have Mark IVs unlocked. Okay. Let's start using Mark IVs then. Very nice. Okay, this goes up here. There we go. It's like, yeah, we need to start upgrading to Mark IV now that we have it unlocked. Mark IV, by the way, just so you're aware of the speed. So these are the belts we're using right now. 270 resources per minute. So not bad. Not great, but not bad. Oh. I think the stream... Nope. Are we back? Okay. My internet just dropped out there for a second. Luckily, it's back. Ooh. I saw my little light on my router turn yellow for a second. Hopefully we stay steady. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, this. Okay. So conveyor belt Mark IV, which is 480. So we go from 270 to 480. That's over 200. That's 210 extra resources per minute. So that is very fast. It's not the fastest in the game, but it is very fast. Comparatively, anyway. So yeah, we need to start using Mark IV belts now. Yeah. So we look good there. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and pull all these frames out. Put them in here. I'm still using the old ways of exiting the menus. I got so used to it. But thank you, Boosteroid, for doing the changing that so it's the escape key. Should we change this box too, or should we just... Yeah, we'll just move on. Okay, so we need heavy frames, or we need frames, heavy modular frames take 5 frames per frame. Okay, 5 to 1, which is kind of crazy, but 5 to 1. So if we needed 14, we take that 14, or we take that 5 times 14. Okay. Oops, I opened up the console. Exit. It's not exiting. Oh, there we go. Because I opened the console, now I confused it. I confused the thing. Okay. So back into the game. There. So we take that 5 and we times by 14. As it says, 70 frames is what we're going to need. So 50, and then we're going to... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Need 20 split stack. Okay, and then 50. There's 70. Okay, 70 frames. And then the screws. I think that should be enough to make the 14 that we need. Wrong belt. I could fix this system now. I don't have to have a dual belt system anymore. Coming out of these boxes. So what did I need? I needed an extra 400, didn't I? Now I just gotta fix this issue with the mouse. Screw it. It's being a pain. Yeah, Boosteroid does get a little bit confused when it comes to the dialogue boxes within games sometimes. At least this particular game. This particular game has a lot of typing in the menus and stuff like that as well. And if you try and click within those typable areas, Boosteroid gets confused and just like, it doesn't know what to do. So it's just one of those. But that wasn't as much of a problem as the escape key was. The escape key was just like, ugh. Okay. So now we should be able to make 14 modular frames. Or heavy modular. We can only make 3. What? Why? Oh, pipes, of course. That's 15 per. Okay. So we can take 15 times 14. That equals 210. Alright, 210 steel pipes. So we need to go to the steel pipe factory. Oops. Which then will head on up. and pull out our little zipline tool. If you right click it, if you just right click, you don't have to hold it, and then you can just hop on and hold shift to go. Hold shift to go fast. Whee! Just for sharper corners with this, you want to let go of shift. Let go of shift and look in the direction you want to go, and that will slow it down for you. Sometimes the corners are still too sharp, but yeah. And that one particular, that was just the end of the line, so it just threw me off. Yeah, they need a they definitely need a dismount in this game. What did I need? I needed 210, right? So let's trade out that for a full stack. Okay, hop back on here. Yeah, they really need to where you, if you hit the end of a line like that, or if you're going to fly off, that the game just stops. It just stops you. We need to go this way. There we go. Had to do that at the right time. Maybe stop you from flying off if it's too sharp. Yeah, there we go. Or maybe if you're not holding shift, maybe you like stop at each pylon if you're not holding shift. That'd be pretty nice. Yeah, just something to help make that traversal a little bit easier. Okay. Now we should be able to make 14. We can make 15. Okay, let's do it. Alrighty. Sweet. There goes all my screws. That's actually a good thing. Okay, so now we have enough heavy modular frames. So yeah, we should have a stack. And we can do pipeline Mark IIs, which will be incredibly useful. And launch. Woo. Pipeline Mark II. We already know. Bye, rocket. Bye. Oh, no. No. No, not yet. Not bye yet. There we go. Bye. Okay, so now that we've got that, that's going to open up a big, like, a big helpful thing for us. Oops. Hold on, what is happening? Back over here. Here we go. Okay. Get my damn tabs sorted. I don't know what just happened, but it's fine. We don't need any of that right now. Whew. A little bit tired today. It's been a day already for me. But okay, so like I said, we needed how many? We need 12. Okay. So now, what we can do to make this a little easier, like I said, we got pipeline Mark II pumps. So the Mark I pumps, they do 20 meters upwards, directly 20 meters upwards, right? The Mark IIs, however, do 50. So where you would normally have, like, say, 2, 3, maybe 3 of these within that 50 meters, this one's only 1. So it's a little more expensive, but it is very nice. And then, like I said, the Mark IIs, I need tickets. Let me go buy some tickets. Or get some tickets. Sorry, buy some tickets. Yeah, let me go buy some tickets to buy from the shop. It's like it's like GTA buyer money. Remember that? Oh, I have a ticket. Is that enough? Is a ticket enough? Let's see. It's going to be under Walls Foundation. It's going to be under management. Yes, it is only 1 ticket as well. I like the clean Mark II pipes, so those are really nice. Oops. So we'll spend our 1 ticket on that. Okay, perfect. Okay, So now what I was going to do is I'm going to hit the Q menu. So now see, we got the clean Mark II. This is what the normal Mark IIs look like. You get the, if it's long enough, you get this little thing on them, which, you know, it's pretty cool technology and stuff like that. And you can see what's in the pipe and how much it's flowing and stuff like that. But for me, I like this one because it's more traditional, type of pipe. So yeah, it's just personal preference, really. There's no difference between these two. Other than the visual. So oh yeah, what I was going to do is going to go power. I need 12 generators, please. Okay, so now that I have the 12 generators, we could put this up to 20. Let's shoot for 20 generators, and then that will help out with power tremendously. Okay, so now we've got our little list on the right side of the screen now. So we need, for the 20 generators, we need 100 computers, we need 200 modular frames, 300 motors, 1,000 rubber, and 1,000 quick wire. We have the rubber, we have the quick wire, and we have the motors, but that is it. We do not have the modular frames. I know it says 0, but we're making these, so we're good. We need the modular frames, and we need the computers. We're probably going to need more than 200 modular frames. However, that's what we're going to shoot for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather... we need to gather the materials for the 100 computers. That one's going to take the most time because we're going to have to handcraft everything, which is going to take forever. But don't worry, I won't put you through all that. You'll just see me doing the collection and stuff. So the first things first, we need to do a step before the computers, which is circuit boards. Circuit boards are made from plastic and copper sheets. However, we don't have the factory to make those yet. However, we can probably set up a little, a temporary factory with production. We'll grab an assembler here. I might grab we might do a couple of assemblers at one time here. That'll just make it faster. Let's set it up down here. Let me grab some foundations. I need to swap these over to concrete one of these days. I mean, the hub's not really going to be hanging out here anyway. So 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll go 4. Because of the damn sand. But yeah, we need a temporary factory to make us circuit boards. That way we don't have to make them all ourselves. So, and we're gonna put in the exact amount that we need for copper sheets and circuit boards. I might do a second level. Yeah, let's do a second level for the foundations. Like I said, just as a temporary build to get us what we need. Because this is gonna take a little bit, and I'm also gonna handcraft as well to help us out. But the circuit boards are the biggest one, so we're gonna put 2 assemblers side by side. So yeah, 1 here. And then holding control 1 here. Then we're going to put those... Well, we only need enough circuit boards to fill the machine, so we don't need an output right now. I might make 400 circuit boards just so I can make more computers later in the future. That might be a good idea. Okay, organization. We're going to grab a storage box. One's going to be for plastic. And one's going to be for rubber. And like I said, this is a temporary factory, so... Is that lined up with the middle? Yeah, okay. This is going to be a temporary factory, so I don't care how it looks. But yeah, so this is what we're going to do here. I'm going to go... That goes to there. This one goes to there. This one... goes to there, and then this one goes to there. Like I said, don't care how it looks, it's just temporary. Looks kind of cool, actually. It's like an optical illusion. Look at that. It looks like the belt's going from the right side and then up the left side, but it's not. Both belts are going downhill. It's an optical illusion. See, told you. Okay, then we're going to set these for the standard circuit board recipe. I'm probably going to overclock them as well so they make the quickest possible. So we'll drag that over there. We're just going to make 18.5 or 18.75 per minute. Control C, and then go over here, Control V, and now if we look at this, you see it's also set the circuit boards fully overclocked. Copper sheets, plastic. We need to figure out how many copper sheets and plastic we're going to need and how many. We need to know how many circuit boards we're going to need too. So let's go ahead and hit the N key again. We're going to type in COM. It's going to pull up computers. Computers take 10 circuit boards per one. 10 times 100. This is where it gets crazy. So 1,000 circuit boards. We need 1,000 circuit boards. So let's pull up the recipe for circuit boards. Like I said, copper sheets and plastic. Okay, so we need to take the copper sheets number and the plastic number by 1,000 times 1,000. So it's going to be 2,000, and that's going to be 4,000. So 2,000 copper sheets, 4,000 plastic. I hope we've made enough. I don't know if we have that many. 10,000, 20,000 copper sheets. Let's go over here. How many can we fit? So 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 2,000 copper sheets. I didn't know when it came to the boxes. I didn't know how big of the boxes we were going to need. So, oh right, I wanted to do 400. Or sorry, yeah. You know what? Let's just make 4,000 circuit boards. How about that, huh? Or let's make 2,000 circuit boards, sorry. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to do this. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Because I had copper sheets in my pocket already, so I wanted to make sure we get the exact number. So I can just go in here and then hit Control click. All right, now the fun part. We got to go over to the plastics factory and get. It's going to be 8,000 plastic now, but yeah, we got to grab plastic. So we are going to climb up this pole, and then we're going to ride the lightning. Oops. Oops. No. What it was happening was it was slightly behind what I was thinking, and I would, right as I press space, I would connect to the line. Let's get this going. There we go. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna ride the lightning all the way to the plastic and rubber factory. All right, and here we are. Like I said, it just needs to stop. Rather than throwing you off at the end. We're probably full on, yeah. Then flush the buffer. Flush the buffer. Flush the buffer. And flush the buffer. So this will get stuff moving again. We might actually... Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so now that we have 4,000, but we do not have another 4,000, so we'll have to wait on that. They'll get to it. Unfortunately, yeah, like I said, we just don't have... Oh, I'm stuck. Let me go! And then save lag. I love that you get high end or more higher end like computer gaming computers and stuff like that, and they do the same thing as what my computer does. When it auto saves on this game, it just loves to lag. But that's more of a problem with the game, though, because this one has more limits than some of the other factory games, but the limits are still set very, very high. So, yeah, the game does have problems saving after a certain point. Obviously, this one, I also am probably getting a little bit from it being a stream of a game rather than actually just playing it. My computer's probably really confused right now what's going on. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. There we go. Hold shift again to get going. Alright, and then we can just go across. And jump off so that it does that. Okay. We're over here. Okay, and then the plastic. Very nice. Yep, we got plastic going to each one of those. Oh, we need power, of course. Of course we need power. Let's just grab us a little pole here. Connect both of them to it, and then we need to find an open pole. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Oh, I connected to something. There we go. And that's going to get our circuit boards going. Go, circuit boards, go! Luckily, these belts can handle. I just need to fill up. Okay, so now that our circuit boards are being made, we need to go back, or we need to go and make our heavy modular frames. So let's figure that one out. So to make the heavy modular frames, we need 200. Well, 199 technically. But we're going to need heavy modular frames for the. Oh no, we are making. Never mind. I'm stupid. 200, so 199. So heavy modular frame. Okay, so it's 100 screws. So let's do the 100 screws for the moment. So, oh, you know what we can do? We can also do this too, I think. Hold on. Modular frame. I think we can add this to the to-do list, yeah. Use my auto clicker here. Just hold down my auto clicker button. We need 199. There we go. 199. Okay. And then that tells us we need 995 modular frames. We need 2,985 pipes and whatnot. So let's go for the frames first. Then we'll grab the screws, and we'll grab the frames, then the screws. Frames, screws, pipes. What else? Hold on. If we go into the queue menu, we can scroll this list down. Yeah, screws, frames, and heavy modular. Or industrial. Yeah, the industrial thingies. The encased industrial beams. Jeez. Okay. So let's do the encased industrial beams right now, I think. So we need. I'm going to be using these anyway, so we're going to grab 1,000. Let's go ahead and throw these back in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to grab the exact amount, pretty much, because I'm going to need space for the 19,000 screws I'm going to need. Oh, that's so many screws. Why? It's so expensive. Do we even have 900 and... Yeah, 51, 52, 53, 54. 54, 55, 56, 57. No, we don't even have enough. We don't even have enough modular frames. Well, we can start out by. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to go over here. I bet you there's like 2 stacks on this belt here. The frames are only being used for this, I think. For the heavy modular frames. Okay, so if we take all of this and then let it fill back up, I need to. We won't worry about upgrading it right now. Like I said, there's probably a couple stacks on this belt. Okay, we can only hold 25 more. Okay, there we go. That's not enough. We're gonna have to put a box down here just to hold all the stuffs. We might have enough frames, you know? We might just have enough frames in total. And all that work to build up all those frames. Okay, yeah, let me just grab a box. And we'll put the box. We're gonna need a big box, by the way. That's what I'm doing, in a big box. Can we fit this here somewhere? Oh. What clearance are you encroaching? I don't understand. Like, I see that clearance. Oh, the clearance of the box. Okay. The little thing. Alright, let's put it over here then. But you're being such a pain in the butt. Floor too steep. Floor too steep, my ass. Yeah, okay. We can access that from up here. Okay, so we have 850 frames so far. So let's remember that number when we go get more. So 850, so 2 more stacks plus 95. Or, sorry, plus, so 1 more stack will get us to 900, and then plus 95. These damn versatile frameworks, I've made so damn many of them. But they'll come in useful later, I believe. So we'll just have a box of them floating around. Yeah, look how many frames are left. Okay, well maybe we don't have enough frames. Anyway. So 50. We need 1 more stack plus some. Oh, we're out of frames. Much. So, hold on. No, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93. Okay. We need 2 more. We're just going to sit here and wait for 2 to come along the belt. Here comes a couple. Oh my gosh, the NVIDIA DLSS is not working. Gimme. No. Oh, crap. Yeah, nope, that's mine. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. Okay. That's the exact amount we need for frames. Okay, I'm going to go put this over here. I might make another crate for my personal inventory. That way we can just get to making. That might be all this episode is just preparing to make the heavy modular frames. Organization. Throw that up there. Like I said, this is going to be my personal inventory box up here. So what I'm gonna do oh, okay, I see. I was thinking about it. Let me take that. Here, you can have this. You know, the computers for now, the concrete. this. You can have my overclocker, sure. That. Yeah, we'll keep the steel pipes and steel beams that can go in there. And then this as well. Okay. So that is my personal inventory in there. Alright, so this goes in there, that goes in there to make the heavy modular frames. So yeah, if we put this in our inventory now... Oh. What? We need more? I thought I had... Oh, 900... Never mind. I forgot. Okay, so the stack... What? Didn't we grab a stack? Out of the machine? I guess not. And I don't have any more modular frames right now. Do we have any tickets? We have one. I don't think that's enough to buy any modular frames, though. Like, we just need one stack of modular frames. Let's see how much they are in the store. Parts. Modular frames are 4 tickets. Ugh. Damn it. I needed more frames. Well, we can go with that then. Yeah, I could have swore we had a full stack of frames. When we pulled them out of that machine. Maybe I was mistaken. Okay, so that goes for those as well. Alright, we'll put this ticket up here. Okay. So that can go in there, and like I said, I don't have any regular modular frames. Just hanging around. Yeah, I've used them all. Okay. So yeah, we'll go grab the pipes. And while we're doing everything else, then hopefully we'll get that last stack over time. Yeah, the steel pipes, that's going to take up a lot of inventory space. Luckily they stacked 200, so it shouldn't be too bad. I love using this bridge, or this bridge. I was looking at a bridge. I love using the high wire to traverse the map. Makes things a little bit faster. Just to get going. Ow, my knees. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm just gonna grab the full stack. Okay. So there's all that. Now. And then we'll have to go and grab screws after this one. Yeah, so much faster than walking. Can't wait to get past these damn trucks, too. It's gonna be so nice. Whee! It's actually quite fun to run around the desert and slide down the sand dunes. Okay, so there's all the steel pipes we need. And like I said, screws are last. So luckily they come in stacks of 500. However, I don't even know if I'm going to have the inventory space to be able to fit all that. We will try. Oh, because I had the right click going, so it's freaking out. That's my sink, by the way, sticking out of the concrete. It'll get moved eventually, if I ever get around to it. But yeah, this entire factory over here, this is just for making... well, actually, it's not just for, but it's mainly making for rotors, by the way. Yeah, these are rotor machines. There's holes. Holes I keep falling into. Yeah, like I said, rotors. It makes the rotors at a decent rate, though. It's like 16 rotors per minute, so it's not bad. But yes, the screws are just insane. The amount that I need. Okay. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 10,000. Or there's 10,000. Okay, 10,000. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20,000 screws. It's a lot of screws, man. I don't even think I'd be able to carry one of these buckets. Well, actually, I'd be able to carry one bucket, maybe two, but that'd be about it. Like, that would be, like, one bucket's kind of heavy. They're not screws, by the way, game. They're bolts. They're big old bolts with a Phillips head on on it. I don't understand why they have big old bolts. Maybe they're plastic? They could be plastic bolts. So they called them screws. Because they're technically not bolts, but they are bolts. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna argue the point. If you're gonna make screws, make them look like screws. Jeez. Okay, yeah, we can't fit all that into here. All right. So we're gonna take 2, 2, and 2. Let's see. Needs more pipes, so we'll grab more pipes then. Okay, and then we're gonna try and make as many as we can. So we're gonna be standing here for a little while. Oh. Not enough inventory space, of course. Because you need you need inventory space. Alright, so we'll leave those two open then. Alright, so with all this, how many frames can we make? 20. That's not bad. Alright, let's do it. And finally. Jeez. That took a while. But we finally did get all of our modular frames that we needed. About damn time. Uh-oh. There goes the stream again. That's back. Good. Okay. So yeah, that did take forever. Whoops. So there's our 200 modular frames right there, all ready to be used. So now we just need to make the 100 computers. I did realize my mistake about halfway through making those frames, that I didn't have a big enough box, or I didn't have enough to make this to make it, because the circuit boards, they stack in 200, and we needed 1,000, so each machine was filled with 200. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, we're so close. Alright. We need time for the plastic anyway. So let's head back to the plastic factory real quick, and let's get the plastic for the computers, as well as we need the other 4,000 plastic for those extra circuit boards that I wanted. If we have enough, that is. Okay, so we're going to take... how many computers? We have 33 computers on us, right? I want to make absolutely sure... you know what? Let's keep those 33 computers, because we're making for 1,000 anyway, for computers wise. Okay, so let's type in, whoops, I have my caps locked on, computer. Alright, so computer, we got the circuit boards taken care of. We're not going to worry about the cable. The plastic is what I need to worry about for the moment. So plastic, 18 times 100. So let's go 18 times 100. Which is 1,800 plastic. Okay, so nearly 2,000. I do think we have that. I counted it. We did have like the 400 as well. Or the 4,000, sorry. We did have the 4,000 as well. So we'll head over to the plastic factory and grab our plastic. Okay, and then over here at the plastics factory, looks like all these are full again. This is what you have to do when you don't have anything to do with the heavy oil yet. You just have to flush the buffers over and over. And of course, the bigger the buffer, the longer it'll take to fill, of course. Yeah. Because this is a temporary factory down here, I'm not too worried about it. Alright. So let's grab the 1800 plastic that we need. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, do we have the 4,000 that we need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, we're close. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, if we had one more stack of plastic. I mean, we could get it. We could just stand here and wait for it, I suppose. Okay, and there we go. So we have our 4,000 plastic that we needed for those circuit boards, or our other 4,000 plastic that we needed for those circuit boards. And then we have the 1,800 plastic for the computers. And then that'll be everything we need. Oh, we need to grab the 1,000 rubber while we're here. So that we have that. I'm actually going to grab 2,000 rubber. No, we'll grab a couple. Well, do I have two? Do I have some? No, I don't. I used it all. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we'll grab 2 stacks of rubber. 2 stacks of rubber, because I know we're going to need rubber for pumps and stuff, is it? Hold on. Oops, that's the screenshot key. Q. Yeah, Q. No, those take motors. Okay, this is the only thing that takes the rubber. Alright. So, yeah, we're going to need some valves and stuff. So we'll take a couple stacks of rubber and then motors. We're also going to need more circuit boards. More plastic. So, well, actually, I'm not going to take that plastic yet. These are about full already. About half full. We're definitely going to need more plastic. So, because plastic is going to go for the Mark II pipes. So plastic and cover sheets is the Mark II piping. So we're going to need a lot of plastic as well. So we are going to have to wait for all that to be manufactured. Yeah, so what I might do is I might what do you call it? I might speed up the game and let the game, or speed up the game. I might, jeez, my brain don't want to work today. If I can, I might see if I can let the game run, stuff like that. Also, while we're here, ow, my knees. See if I can do this. Hey, there we go, we got it. It's a very steep climb, this. We haven't been up here in so long. This thing's just constantly sinking this stuff here. What is this making the copper wire at? 150 per minute. We can go much faster than that. Let's see, we don't have any... we don't have any things. This is a Mark 1, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Mark 1 belt. It's like we could put it on a Mark 2, but that's okay. So 5150. We're going to take an extra stack with us. The reason I'm taking an extra stack is because we need to start using the Mark 2 stuff. So. Ooh, wow. Yeah. We better just walk from here. That does not work very well when it's that steep. Yeah, the modular frame is going to take forever to recover from this, but we'll have that. I love how there's just one modular frame just like stuck up here on this hill. It's just a visual thing. It's not actually there as well. So, however, we do have. We can like speed this up. Okay, upgrading that belt did fix the visual bug. There we go. Yeah, Satisfactory visual bugs. And they're supposed to be going to 1.0 this year. I'm still thinking fourth quarter. Still waiting for news on the closed beta. I'm hoping I get selected. I really want to be selected. Because I really want to play the closed beta. However, I did get selected for the closed beta on the new. There's a new racing game coming out this year, so that's gonna be fun. We get 2 days to play test. Only 2 days though, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. That's how I count, by the way. It's a really weird way of counting, but it works really well. So it's just, I guess it's faster than saying 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 240. I just do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I know what I mean, so. Okay. So we've got, we're going to use this again. So we've got the plastic, we got the rubber, and we have that. So what else did we need for computers? Oops. It was 9. Was it 9 cable for computers? I think it was 9 cable. Yeah, 9 cable for computers. So, and then of course 9 times 100. That's 900 cable. And then we need to. Then once we get our cable, we'll work out for the screws. The screws are 52 per one, by the way. I think that's correct. I think I saw 52 screws per one computer. That's a lot of screws. You thought that the other screws were going to need a lot. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm just going to take 1,000. That'll just make it easy. Okay, so then the screws. So to work out these screws, we are going to need. Was it 52? Yeah, 52 screws per computer. So 52 times 100. Actually, that's not that many. That's less than I thought. So it's because it's going to be 520 screws, right? 52. No, that's going to be 5,200. Sorry, 52 times 100. Let me just check my math on that. Yeah, 5,200 screws. So it's not 20,000 screws like the other one. So it's actually less screws, way less screws. Okay. So I was wrong about that. All right. So 5,200 screws, and then we're going to go to town making computers. A good thing I had a massive box of screws, huh? Over here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, and 500. We'll just take, like I said, just take an extra stack just to make it easy. Because there's 5,200, we got 5,500. Alrighty. So then we'll head over here, grab the rest of the stuff we need, and we'll get to making those damn computers. We did run out of plastic, so I know I got the circuit boards. We need to grab those too. So it was 1,000 circuit boards. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, so now we've got all the circuit boards, we've got all the screws. We've got... Did we go over and pick up the cable? I know we did, but... Okay, yeah. So we've got the circuit boards, the screws, the cable, and then the plastic is the only thing that's left. Okay, and then plastic. Alright, and that should make 100 computers. If we look in here. Yep, 100 computers. Alright, let's go. Alrighty then, that didn't take forever at all. Well, you think 18 clicks, that's... Let's see, how many computers can you make a minute? So maybe one computer every 5 seconds or so? Every 10 seconds maybe? I don't know. I'm not going to do the calculations right now. But anyway, the computers are done. That's all that matters. Man, okay. So there's all of our computers. Very nice. So we have all of the computers, we have all the modular frames, we have all the plastic and all the rubber. Or, all the quick wire and all the rubber. The only thing that's left is the motors. We're going to take some extra motors with us as well. So we're going to take, on top of taking 300, we'll probably take 500 motors in total, because we're going to need motors for pumps and things as well. And then we also need a plan for the oil extractors too. We're going to need, hold on, let's get this in our production line here. So we need 3 more extractors. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So we'll add that to the list. So 345. So yeah, I would have been correct with two extra stacks of motors. So there's 2 extra stacks of motors. Looks like cable, encased industrial beams. Whoa. What just happened there? That was weird. We're definitely going to need these. So let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top of the extra that we need there. Looks like this is it for that. Okay, let's plan on 4 pumps, and maybe 8 pumps. Let's plan on 8 pumps for this, just in case, because I think, yeah, it's pretty tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just do 10 pumps. Okay. Oh, I didn't grab all the motors, of course. There's 400 motors right there. I'll take an extra stack. Okay, so 450 motors. Yeah, the plastic will be over there, so we don't have to worry about the plastic. Bringing over any more plastic, because we're not going to bring plastic back here and then take it back over there. That'd be stupid. However, we'll take a couple extra stacks of cable, an extra stack of wire with us as well. Yep, extra stack of wire. Couple extra stacks of cable. So oil extractor. Pumps. What else are we going to need? Oh, we're going to need production. We're going to need a bunch of refineries too. Because we're going to need to turn the oil into heavy oil. And then that heavy oil is going to then go into our motor. So, well, let's work out how much fuel we're going to need. So let's put down... I don't think we can put one of these down. That's a space elevator. I need power. Oil extractor. How much fuel does it consume a minute? I wish I could see that. That's the thing I wish I could see by looking at this. Like if it would say, if it would say how much fuel it takes per minute. I can't remember the exact stat. So we may have to just grab some material, put one down real quick, and throw it back in there. Okay. So we have our pumps, right? We don't need to worry about the plastic, like I said. We got our pumps, our oil extractor stuff. Oops. Let's take it all right now and see what we got left. Okay. So good. Throw all this in there. And then this goes into our personal inventory up here. I'm going to put these computers back because I don't think we're going to need them. We're not going to need these computers right now. So we'll put those back. We'll put those in here. That's fine. Okay, let's grab the stuff needed for a fuel generator. So it was a bit of rubber, a bit of this, a bit of this, and a bit of this, right? Oh, and motors, of course. Grab a motor. Yeah, I need to see the fuel consumption so I can work out roughly how much or how many generators to make. Because I can deal with one one plant making plastic and one plant making rubber, and that's just fine for me. So fuel consumption. Hackman doesn't say how much fuel it consumes. Let's hook it up to power, maybe. I don't have a cable. Of course, I don't have a cable. Yeah, I wish it would tell me how much the number is. Ah, lag. So I have to go literally to a pole. This pole's closer. Let's connect to that. Alright, now will you tell me how much fuel I'm going to be consuming? No. I'm going to have to look this up, aren't I? Fuel generator is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, let me show you how complicated this is. Okay, so let's put down a. We can get rid of this as a thing. We clear the to-do list. Yeah, clear the entire list. We don't need to put that down right now. Okay, so we have our fuel generator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to overclock all 20 of them, and that's going to suck up 600 per minute, 600 fuel per minute, because they when they're fully overclocked, they suck down 30 fuel per minute. So 30 times 20, 600. That's where my 600 is coming from. So 600 fuel per minute, we need to produce that. So let's go production refinery. So we need copper sheets, steel pipes, and beams. Copper sheets. Let's go grab some copper sheets. I have some steel pipes over there, and then I have some steel beams as well. Or encased industrial beams, sorry. So copper sheets. And then we'll go down here and grab those steel pipes. Yeah, I'm going to show you how complicated this is going to be. We're going to try and split this up between plastic and rubber, so for how many we need. Steel beams, and then or encased industrial beams, and then steel pipe. Okay, so there goes that. Alright, refinery. Okay, so the refineries, first we're going to make plastic. So plastic requires 30 per minute, that produces 10. Okay. What about rubber? Select recipe. Rubber. We need less rubber than we need plastic. Whoops, that's polymer rubber. We don't want that. We want just a regular rubber. So that's where we're gonna get our residual fuel. So residual fuel or residual oil. There we go. The heavy oil. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so 30 crude oil per minute. Let me put another one down. And put this down here. Okay. And then we'll set this one for plastic. Okay, so they both take 30 each. Okay. So if we separate between this one needs 30 per minute, this one needs 30 per minute. And then of course, on down the line in front of these is going to be fuel generators. Or, sorry, fuel refineries, which is going to take the heavy oil recipe, so the residual fuel recipe, which is going to take 60 heavy oil to turn it into 40. Now, of course, I don't know how many we're going to need of these, but the reason I need to figure this out is because I need to figure out how many we're making of plastic and how many we're making of rubber, which is going to then produce the stuff for the fuel. So the rubber makes the most However, we need to split it up for plastic. So let's say, because I needed, what was it, 45 refineries or something like that to make rubber in order to make. So for this, we need 60 that turns it into 40. So we need 60 heavy oil residue to produce that. But yeah, what I can do, watch this, is I can escape, and I have the Satisfactory calculator right over here. So we can go ahead and pull this up, and we can see this. You can see I put in my 600 fuel per minute that we're going to be making. We'll probably make a little bit more than that. Actually, we probably should just make a slight bit of adjustment. Let's go 600. This is going to be 15 residual fuel refineries. Those are not overclocked, by the way. We can lower this down. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't need to overdo this number right here. This crude oil. Okay, we need to figure out how much crude oil we can produce the max of. Whoops, that's something completely different. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my stuff mixed up here. Okay, back to the game. There we go. This is going to be a little bit longer of an episode because next episode I want to be able to build this factory. So we need to figure out how much fuel we can get out of this area. I think it was enough for 20 fuel generators, but that was using the straight crude oil into fuel rather than the residual, which the residual takes more crude oil to make. But we're going to be making plastic and rubber out of this factory too. So basically it's just going to be an oil factory that turns oil into plastic, rubber, and fuel. And we'll split it between all. So yeah. And then if we need to underclock the fuel generators to make this work, I'm fine with that. Because we'll be producing what we need, but I would rather have them all overclocked, because when they're overclocked, they produce 375 megawatts of power fully overclocked. So that would be a tremendous power for us right now, considering we can't even use the 1800 we're producing at the moment. So I'd rather overproduce, and then we don't have to worry about it for a long time. And I know, there's turbo fuel and yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. I really don't care. I like doing it this way. I like doing it my way or the highway, okay? Okay, so we have 2 imp here, that's right. We have 2 imp here and 2 normals. Do we have enough to put one of these down? We do. Okay, perfect. I need to know what the imp here is, because I think this one's a normal node that is sitting on. Normal node, which produces 300. Okay, so the other one's going to be producing 300, 600, 7, 8, 900. Okay, so 900 is all we get. Okay, so we are going to have to underclock to make that work. Okay, so what's the fuel consumption then? I need to go and look that up again. Okay. So fuel consumption, we only have 900 oil to work with. Maybe, I hate to do this, but it's like maybe we just use this for fuel, because we can produce this 600. Like we go over here. Sorry, to this. We go back to production and we change the option here. Deselect all. No alternate recipes are selected. Okay. I don't know why it's not. Oh, just straight fuel. Yeah. Okay, just straight fuel. 900. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly right. All right. 900 per minute into 15 fuel refineries into 600 fuel. So that, yeah, we'll do it that way. And we'll take this polymer resin, we'll sink it for now. So yeah, this will just be, yeah, I'm fine with that, to be honest. We'll just have to find another place to make our plastic and rubber, which is okay. We could also do the residual. Go back over here. We'll type in residual. Okay. No, we just type in plastic. That's right, plastic. I'm trying to remember the residual recipe of plastic and rubber. Okay, so plastic and rubber we can still produce. We just need to bring in water, which we can do. There's actually a spot. Actually, no, that we can't do that. No, we can't do that because we need to get the well pressurizer, which isn't for a very long time in the game. The well pressurizer takes like, what did it take? I don't remember, but it's really far away. Okay, so that's not an option either right now. We just can't bring in the water. Unless there's a spot on the map. Yeah, there's just, we'd have to bring a pipe clear from here all the way down here. Actually, that might work as a temporary solution to make our plastic and rubber until we get a factory going for a new plastic and rubber factory. That'll take from oil instead. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, yeah, it's a little bit of a pain, and we're gonna need more pumps and stuff. But if we run a pipe along the sand here, we can get that water over to that and make the residual plastic and rubber with the polymer resin that we're making. Okay, so we'll worry about that at another time. So we need 15 refineries. That's what we were after this whole time. So over to the refineries. We're working, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so 15 refineries. 150 motors, so we'll grab a stack of motors, or sorry, we'll grab 3 stacks of motors. We'll grab 2 stacks of the heavy mods, or heavy, the encased industrial beams. Why can't you just say concrete beams? That's what they are. They're steel beams encased in concrete, which doesn't make any damn sense because you wouldn't encase steel beams in concrete before the construction project. That's just my personal thing. Okay. Alright, so we got that, and then we need the motors. So 1, 2, 3. Wow, we sucked down the motors. We got a whole line of motors gone on this episode. So fun. Like I said, I might let this game run if I can get around to it. I've been so damn busy lately with like Dyson Sphere program and Enshrouded. It's not been great. But yeah, we need to head over here. I probably should have jumped on the wire to ride the lightning, but whatever. We'll grab 3 stacks of pipes. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 stacks of pipes. We need a couple more stacks of beams, I think. Or at least 1 stack of beams. We'll grab 1 stack. That's fine. Okay, this time we'll hop on the high wire and ride it back home. There we go. Off we go. We need to go this way anyway because of the copper sheets. That didn't work. Not like I wanted anyway. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's for all the whatchamacallit. That's for all that. Wait. Did we end up with Did I not count the copper sheets correctly? How much, Oh, what happened there? Something didn't work like it was supposed to. Okay, you know what? Here. Have my copper sheets. Have the copper sheets I just grabbed. And hopefully that's enough to finish that project. Get them damn circuit boards made. I must have miscalculated on the circuit boards. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The extra 200. Okay. And then the plastic, like I said, the plastic will be over there waiting for us, so. Alright. So we now have everything we need to make a fuel factory. Pretty much. And like I said, the plastic will be waiting for us. Over there. Oops. Let's go the other way. Okay, that's all we can fit in that box. Alright, and then we'll have to transfer all that over. I should be able to carry all this. Yep, okay. Yeah, so what I'll do is we'll go and put one of these down over at the other factory, and then we'll transfer all these items over there, and then we'll get to build next time. So, anyway, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory on the Boosteroid platform, on the Boosteroid service, Boosteroid Cloud Gaming service. So again, just as a little quick reminder, if you'd like to purchase a subscription to Boosteroid, if you use the link below, I do thank you because you are helping out the channel if you do that. So, anyway. Yeah, and next time we'll build 20 fully overclocked fuel generators to make 600 fuel a minute, and to suck that 600 fuel a minute down, and we'll be making, just as a quick little thing, 375 is what each one of those does. We take that times 20, that's 7,500 megawatts, which ain't bad. I think that's roughly around the same as a fully overclocked nuclear generator. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, unsatisfactory. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.